So, hey guys, how you doing? I know it's been probably a quick minute since I actually did an upload ever since that I found out that my surgery was pushed back until June. So, I mean, I know that I was sitting there trying to do an upload at least once a week, but shit happens. I'm sorry. So this video is gonna get pretty weird pretty quick. If you're somebody that seems to kind of have an issue talking about things that supposedly women do or don't do, you know, this might be the time just to take and get out of this video. So what's been going on with me? Well, ever since I've been pushed back. The thing is that, I don't know if you can tell, this is a very real scenario. You can see all this shit right here. Now, if you're somebody who is, into a certain age, well, you're probably a little bit more responsible whenever it comes to your sex life. So usually you're either on the pill or you're on an IUD or you've got some kind of implant to ensure that you don't take and have a little accident. Well, the thing is about getting the gastric sleeve or gastric bypass or anything like that, they don't want you to be taking that stuff whenever you're getting ready to go through and you're getting ready to have your surgery. So, since I was supposed to have my surgery back in April, I have been off of my pill since March. And the thing about that is that the reason why is that you were supposed to be off of your pill for 30 days before and 30 days after. That goes as well as blood thinners or anything along those lines. If it's something that's medically necessary, yeah, they want you to take and keep taking that. But as far as birth control is concerned, they just want you to take and make sure you're extra safe. So yeah, and then even after surgery, they want you to use some form of backup method after you take and you go back on your usual birth control regimen. So if you're taking the pill, they still want you to use a condom until your body completely adjusts to all this weight that you're going to be losing, because now your medication is no longer going to be effective for your weight stature, wherever your weight's at. So, I mean, where usually birth control is on somebody that's 150 pounds. Well, if you're 250 pounds, your birth control affects you differently. So if you're on birth control and then you rapidly lose 40 pounds within a month, your body's going to react differently to your birth control. So that's a little interesting tidbit for you. If you're a male, usually you're not going to have to worry about it because you guys just get life a little bit easier anyway. But anyhow, on to that subject. So if you're deciding that you want to take and you want to get gastric bypass, gastric sleeve, some kind of weight loss surgery, if this is the route that you are taking, be prepared. You are going to have so many people that are going to start hounding you. They're going to start emailing you. They're going to start calling you. They're going to start doing everything they possibly can to get in touch with you for case studies. The reason why they're doing these case studies is to see if there is a way that they can possibly prevent people from having to get gastric bypass surgery or sleeve surgery in the future. And you can participate in these studies, and guess what? They pay you for it. But the whole thing that I wasn't prepared for is how incredibly awkward it was going to be, because I have never had to give a stool sample before, and I'm doing something that is called the Bloom study. Now, what the Bloom study is supposed to test, it's supposed to test my brain waves versus my taste buds. So it's going to be doing that at some point in time. And then the other study is how my how my bowels react to an empty stomach, and they're gonna take and they're gonna do a machine. They're gonna hook me up to an MRI, which is a little scary because of my screws in my back from my back surgery, but they ensure me that everything's fine. I go in without eating for about 4 or 5 hours. They hook me up to an IV. They run me through the machine. They look at my gut. Then what they do is they pull me back out of the machine. Then they take and they give me a milkshake, and then they put me back in the machine again. So it would be pretty much this for over a course of 4 hours. So I mean, supposedly one of these studies, it's going to pay me like $500 to do. Now honestly, am I really hard up for $500? No, not really. But I figured, you know what, if this is going to help my fellow fat people, I can spare the time. So be prepared for that. Just really be prepared for that. And it was kind of one of these awkward situations because I was expecting a package in the mail, and it was a private package for me and my husband. And I was so excited to get this package. I'm like, oh, I got my package. And I ran up to my bedroom, and it was like I was going to open up in private. And, I wound up pulling out like 3 toilet hats and sample kits. And I'm kind of like, okay. And to me, it was kind of a harsh touch of reality to turn around and say, yeah, Shannon, you are now in your 30s. Even though I know people younger than me are getting the gastric sleeve, but it was kind of just one of those hard touches of reality to turn around and whip me back in. And they're saying, this is what it's like now. So, yeah, and it was come to the realization that my shit actually stinks. Who knew? So it's quite humbling. I'm kidding. But so it was just one of those awkward things, and it's kind of I've never had that happen to me before. I've never had a doctor that sent me home with the little cups and they're saying, okay, we need you to poop in this. So it's kind of, just awkward for me. So yeah, I know that a lot of people don't talk about that, especially women, and especially fat women, because we like to pretend that, oh, well, we don't do what the skinny girls don't do either. But everyone does it, even the skinny chicks. So it still comes down to, it was just awkward for me. And, I've never had that situation occur. And it's kind of, if you decide that you want to do a Bloom study, if you decide you want to do any kind of scientific study while you are on your gastric surgery adventure, go for it. I mean, the only thing that you're going to do is you're going to potentially help somebody in the future who's having obesity issues and they can't get surgery, that this would be something that they could do instead. Or they could take and actually finally find a weight loss pill that actually works better than ephedra. Or they could just turn around and they could figure out some way to help with the obesity epidemic. Either or, it's kind of, if you decide to do it, nobody's going to take and nobody's going to say anything to you. You're actually helping out a huge ton. And I think I'm going to cut the video off here. I am sorry, I know it's a little short. I am like 3 weeks away from my surgery. I'm getting super excited. My pre-op starts at the end of this week, and like I said, I'm really, really excited. And it's kind of excited, nervous. I'm gonna have to do another vlog, so if you really, really want to know, I'm gonna do another vlog. I'll talk to you guys later.